For more videos, press the subscribe button and also turn on the bell notifications to receive the updates directly in your device.
Hi and welcome to Nehra Classes YouTube channel. My name is Vikas Nehra and this is session number 16 of our ongoing Ansible series. In previous session, I have shown you the method of installing Ansible Tower in CentOS 7. And in this session, I will guide you with the installation and configuration of Ansible Tower in RHEL 8, and I will also show you the method of attaching the subscription there in Ansible Tower. So without wasting time, let's get started. So this is the RHEL 8 machine where I'm going to install and configure the Ansible Tower, and this machine is already having 8 GB of RAM and 30 GB of hard disk. For Ansible Tower installation, we should have at least 4 GB of RAM there in our machine. So first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to patch our machine. So we can execute yum-y update command. So this command will update all the packages in our machine. For the installation of Ansible Tower, our machine must be running on the RHEL 7.9 or above versions, and since we already have the active subscription from Red Hat, we can directly patch the machine if we have the internet connection. So during this process, make sure that your machine is connected to internet and you can easily install the updates from Red Hat. I have already registered my account as the developer on Red Hat portal, and I'm using the trial subscription for 60 days. If you don't know how to register as a developer on Red Hat portal and how to attach the subscription, you can watch my video. I will provide you the link of that video in the description as well as in the I button. Here you can see that the updates are getting installed in our machine, and this process can take some time, so you need to keep patience here. Here I'm going to fast forward this process, otherwise the video will become very long, and I'll show you once the patching is done. Now in the next step, we will install and configure the EPEL repository in our machine so that we can install the Ansible packages later with the help of this EPEL repository. Don't worry about the command, I will provide you this command in the description, you can copy it from there. Now we will verify the same, so we can execute the DNF repo list all command. It will show you the details of the repositories that are configured in your system. So you can execute this command to see the details of the repositories, and here you can see that all the available repositories are visible in the output of this command. Now we will proceed further. Now in the next step, we have to install the Ansible, Vim and curl packages in our machine. So we can execute yum-y install Ansible Vim curl command. So this will install all the Ansible packages as well as the VI editor as well as the curl packages in our machine. We require the curl packages so that we can download the zipped file for the Ansible Tower, and we would require Vim to edit the inventory file, and Ansible packages are must so that we can run the playbooks. Now in the next step, we will create a directory in the TMP directory with the name as Tower, and we will go inside it. And in the next step, we will download the Ansible Tower zip file by using the curl command. And you can see that the file is downloaded now, and we can verify the same by running the ls command. So this is a zipped file. Now we need to unzip it, so we can execute the tar command to unzip the same, and now we can go inside this directory by using the cd command. And if I run the ls command, I can show you the files and directories that are present there. Setup.sh file we will use to install it. Now in the next step, we will open the inventory file by using the vi editor, and after that we will go in the insert mode, and in the admin_password line we will mention the password. I am using the password as Red Hat, or you can mention your password which you want to set. After that, we will mention the same in pg_password as well as automation_hub_admin_password and automation_hub_pg_password lines. And after that, we can save this file. Now in the next step, we will run the setup.sh file. So what it will do, it will automatically install and configure the Ansible tower for us in our machine, and this process will again take some time, so you need to keep patience here and make sure that you have an active internet connection during this process. So this process is going to take about 30 to 40 minutes in my case, and I'm going to fast forward this video for you, otherwise this video will become very long. So the installation has been successfully completed. Now in the next step we will check the IP address of our machine so we can execute the IPA command, and the IP address of this machine is 192.168.1.168. Now we will open the web browser and paste this IP address there. After that we will click on advanced and proceed. So it will take us to the Ansible tower interface, and there we can log in using the admin credentials, and we will mention the same password that we have defined in the inventory file. After that we will click on the sign in, and then it will ask us for the subscription. Here either we can click on the browse button and attach the subscription file if we have, or we can mention the username and password which we use there on the Red Hat portal to create the developer account, and we can after that click on the get subscription, and after some time it will show us the details of the trial subscription, and here it is. You can see that 60 days trial is showing up there for my account, and after that we can select it and click on OK. Then we will click here on I agree the terms and conditions and click on submit. After that it will take us to the Ansible tower, and make sure that you have an active internet connection during this process. So we are on the Ansible tower dashboard, and here different tabs are showing up like jobs, schedules, my view, templates, credentials, projects, inventories, inventory scripts. Access related tabs are also there like organization, users, teams, and administration related tabs are also there like credential types, notifications, management jobs, instance group, applications, and settings. So there are different tabs available for different tasks. We can click on the I button on the right hand side to see the version information of Ansible tower, and if we click on the bell button it will take us to the index of Ansible tower. There you can see different directories, and you can click on the sign out button if you want to sign out from the Ansible tower. So in this way you can use different options in Ansible tower. And guys, that's it from my side for today's session of Ansible tower. I hope you would have enjoyed the video. If you like it, then do share it with your friends and colleagues and give a like to this video. And if you are new on this channel, then please subscribe us and turn on the bell notification. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Take care.